G'day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody else in between. Dogs and cats and rabbits and whatever else we might be. Welcome to Wacky Weekend. I am streaming on location again, only because there is a big, huge issue at home on the layout. Yeah, all the personnel gone on strike because they're not getting any Christmas pudding this year. Um, so I am streaming down in Kiama. There's a good reason for it, and I'll tell you guys shortly the reason why I'm down here. So, g'day, Anthony. Hopefully, you're well. Um, Silly question, but I mean, I hope you're doing well. You're alive and kicking.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
All right, I'm going to say a quick hello to everybody. What's that? Ryan Marsh. G'day, buddy. Welcome to the channel. Hot Dog Andy. Welcome, bud. I'll take my hat off to you again. Chuck, how are you? Andy. Valley, how are you, buddy? Nice to see you in here. Who else did I see in here? So I'm just going through. G'day, Anthony. Yeah, well, you'll you see in front of me. Just scrolling down through my chat. Okay. And hello to the others that are in the background. I'm sorry that I put the notification on late. It's been a hectic week. I'm just getting ready for my deportation this coming week. Getting deported on Thursday.
Is it 3 days or 4 days, whatever it is?
4 days. 4 days. And thanks to Tammy and actually thanks to Philip for noticing that this idiot here had stuffed up on his tickets. He was going to the wrong destination. So I had to fix that up. So sorry I had to leave your stream early, Anthony, but I had to fix that up in a bit of a hurry.
No worries, no worries.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that's a 3 hour difference in driving, but for 1 hour. Yeah, but okay. Yeah. The reason why I'm actually here, I am at a place called Kiama, which is famous for its blowholes. Anthony's seen the blowholes down here in Kiama, haven't you, Anthony?
Yep, I've seen the blowholes in Kiama. Little blowholes and big blowholes.
And a big hole. That's code.
That's code, people. That's code.
That's code, yeah. And yeah, the big hole doesn't mean that it's better than the little hole. That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean the blowholes are amazing. The blowholes are expensive.
I don't know. I didn't try them out, Anthony.
I didn't try it, but they were crapping out the menus.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm down here at Kiama. There is an event happening. Our good old buddy, Richard, Paul Bug has been trying to get in contact with me all this week, but I don't know, I'm getting really fed up with Google. G'day, Jason, how are you? I really am getting fed up with Google and Telstra's update because I didn't even get to hear his phone calls. Now, he is actually on the VSEC coming down from Sydney. It's our first interurban or intercity double-decker train. They sadly are going to be all phased out by the time I return. And he's actually on the ride on a special coming down from Sydney into Kiama. So we're going to have a bit of a look around when he gets here. But in the meantime, we'll have a quick look around here at Kiama Station. It was going to be part of my tour next year, but I might as well give you guys a bit of a taste of what's down here. G'day, Richard. How are you, buddy?
Hi, Richard. Speak of the devil.
Yeah, we're waiting for you here, mate. We've got the fan film. I've got the Chinese girls waiting for you at the end of the platform, bud. You and the boys have got the girls down here, all waiting. They're all over the age of 65, 70. So they're just right up your alley. With that said, Well, I am in Kiama Station, um, which uh, for the Sydney electrification, this is how far south it goes down on the coastline. The electric trains actually finish off here, and but the passenger service doesn't. You still got another 3 stops from here down to Nara, where we were with Anthony and Joyce at the animal park.
Mhm.
Mm. One of the
Memories.
biggest One of the biggest reasons why the line is still open down to Nara is because we've got a big ethanol plant down there. Um, need a beer? Yeah, I know. I need a beer too. It's hot down here too, and you guys better hurry up because there's still seats left at the pub. Um, G'day, Randall. How are you? Now, Conner Station was built back in 18, 1893. So it came well and truly after Wollongong. It was known for a lot of reasons, Kyme is known for, apart from its blowholes, is its agriculture, the Blue Rock. Down within Kiama here, it's got the second hardest rock in the country. It's all volcanic rock. The hardest rock that we have in the country is um, up the Gold Coast, up near Brisbane, which is black rock. That's a lot harder than this gravel that we got here. Now, a lot of that gravel was actually mined and crushed and taken to Sydney. A lot of Sydney and a lot of this state is actually made by the gravel that comes from here. They still mine it to this day. All the rail ballast that you see behind me on the tracks down here and within the Sydney network also comes from down this area. What's that you got? Getting rid of the kidney stone. Oh, you're still getting rid of it. You poor bugger. I feel sorry for you, Randall. It's not very present. Okay. I can change the camera view now because the Stampede's gone. We just had a train ride not long ago and we had a lot of out of towners in here. Okay, facing back. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. Now, as you see, I'm on the platform here. Columbia Station used to have 3 platforms. You used to have one, well, we can see platform 1, platform 2. I am actually looking south towards Nowra. Now, there was a refuge platform on here, which was platform 3, but also acted as a parcel platform when we used to have parcels that travelled by train, or the rail used to do courier service between station to station. Now, from here, it goes into a single line, which is behind me. For people that are interested, particularly with Anthony, the bro hole is to the right. Kyme also is known for its fishing. With us being at the Tasman Sea/Pacific Ocean, there used to be a lot of fishing boats come out of here, which they still do. It still has a lot of its old architecture from the late 1800s here. We won't see them this time, but another time when I come back in here and go for a stroll, I will show you some of the old architecture. You can actually see one in the background up there where it's been redone and revamped. Now, this platform has been extended 1, 2, 3 times. Just been extended now just recently for the new double-decker trains that we're going to be getting that will be arriving here in the new year. Now, the regional platform was down there on the car. And then it got extended up to here, which was its first extension. And so he had full extension. The third extension is the one that I worked on, which is down the other end of the platform. We'll go down and have a look at that. And that was done when the third extension was done when they were doing electrification down to Kiama from Dapto. That was done in the mid-90s. And we had a lot of fun here. I had some good stories about that, but I can't mention it here because, we might get in a bit of the trouble. But let's put it this way: I put an engineer in his place, undereducated engineer. So down the other end here, you see an old building up the top that used to be one of the wool stores here. Then it turned into the YMCA building, and eventually became just like a little community hall / YMCA. Graham is changing. It is one of the most popular tourist destinations for people out of Sydney on the weekends. It is bedlam here in Kiama. It's very hard to get parking. It's a shoulder-to-shoulder room. Now, this building here, there you go, 1893 is when it was built. It's still got its original architecture. I see that the brickwork has been steam cleaned, but they're usually not that clean. They're more ready building, but you can see by the brickwork, particularly for the English, it resembles the English European style bricklaying, which is common in our rail network, and is proven its test in time. As you can see, a lot of this rail system in Sydney is actually brickwork, not concrete. Shade. So just mind me, it's going to be a very hot day. We'll get down the bottom here. The reset is due to come in about another 10 minutes. G'day, mate. So we'll walk our way down to the bottom here. Yeah, we did used to have a staff system. I used to work between here and Bombo, and here and Berry. The staff system is a token. The British are still using the token system for single track operation, but now it's all CTC. We still haven't had any issues yet. The old signal boxes in here, they've maintained the old levers. All the windows all been done up for Christmas, which is nice to see. But this used to be the old signal box. Now, all this here, the rail network here is controlled at Central Station for people like yes, it is hot down here, Richard. Yeah, I'm getting thirsty too. I still got a bottle of water, but the beer come in handy. Okay, so the original platform used to finish, obviously, down here. This was where the original this is where the original platform finished off at, and then we actually extended it. Now we had to dig in this section, and it's all sitting on rock. The engineer wanted us to do a rock platform, so it's a straight on slab on the bottom, but it just would have been taken too long for us to break all the rock. And as you see, we had the bridge. We had to look after the foundations of it because it's the main thoroughfare for heavy vehicles, particularly oversized ones. But they allowed us only 7 weeks or 6 weeks to dig it up, but there was no time in the world. We ended up changing the plan at the end when we showed them the sense. Well, showed them that, your system's not going to work. it's going to take more than 6 weeks to do it. They did have to extend the project for another 12 weeks just to cut the rock here, but also at Bombo Station. Down at Bombo Station. So we have a lot to dig out here. And as I mentioned earlier in the show, this is the second hardest rock in the country. With the rock breaker points, the tips that are on the, you guys would have seen the points on the end of the jackhammers on the excavator, just on our little excavator, which was a 15-tonner. We actually replaced six tips on the end of it, because that's how quickly they blunted out, and they made out of pretty hard steel. English brickwork, that's right in the valley. A lot of stuff was actually, a lot of brickwork here is actually English. The English European style brickworks. Now, if you've seen some of the shots where I've done in Sydney, like particular Central Station, it's not sitting on concrete. All that is sitting on brickwork. A lot of the tunnel network is actually on a lot of the tunnel system, particularly down towards Redfern and where the old steam, where the old factory is, where they made the steam engines, all that is sitting on brick. It's not sitting on concrete. They're walking down to the southern tip. So all this was what we done during the electrification of the line between Dapto, where Richard comes from, to Kiama. Again, as I said earlier, if it wasn't for the ethanol train, actually we might see the ethanol train today. Should be coming up to Richard's train. It will come through here. I have got videos of it coming through, and the Manila flower train. The yard has been changed a little bit. On the left, there used to be the dairy co-op on the left, where they used to load up the milk onto the trains that used to go to Wollongong in Sydney, to the dairy factories to get pasteurised, and Bolton and return back down on the evening service. To the right is the turntable. That's the most southern turntable on this line, and this is where all the steam train, like the picnic train and all the steam train rides, actually end now, because they can turn them around here at Kiama. Yes, Chuck, it is a long platform. Originally, it was designed to fit the 8-car V-set. I don't know how many cars have gone on. Richard, how many cars? You're at Bombo now. Okay, mate, I'm going to start walking at the other side of the platform. I don't know how many cars. Hey, Richard, can you tell us how many cars you got? Is it 4 or 6? But this platform is actually done to cater for the 8-car V-sets at Bombo. Yeah. So this will be an interesting one for the guys, particularly with Jason watching. As you can see, the rail worker that I got here, without showing his face, that's our standard clothing that when we work on the railways. You must have a fluorescent cross on your back so they can indicate the train driver which way the person is facing. In other words, with a cross means that you're not facing the train. 4 cars. Okay, so the 4 cars will actually finish off when it's got the marker number 4. Here. Now all our platforms got the markings of where the trains are supposed to stop to clear the block or clear the section. Particularly with it being a single line both ends. I'll quickly try to walk up the other side without losing my breath. um,
Now, Artie, just a second. You have mentioned the blowholes, and we've made jokes about it a couple times, and I just showed a little video of it.
yeah.
Kiama is actually on the coast. And if you go out to the coast, there's this big rocky outcropping, which is volcanic rock. And a blowhole is where water has dug a tunnel, a hole, and it enters one way, and then you have an exit hole. And what happens is the tide and the waves hit the entrance to the blowhole. It creates a negative pressure, which causes the water to shoot out the other end. And that's what I was showing in that video. So a blowhole is, because it looks like a blowhole on a whale, you just have this little area of water and it blows up. And there's two of them in Kiama. There's the big one, which sometimes that can get 30, 40, 50 feet up. And then there's the small one, but the small one's more active and has more consistently, even though it's small, they don't get as tall and as big, but it's more consistent. So, and there's also a lot less tourists at the small one.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the time that you came down, it wasn't blown so high, but I've actually seen that little one blow 3-4 times higher than what it was when you came down.
Yeah.
She does blow up a fair bit.
The tallest it blew for us was still not as tall as the plumes we were getting at the big one, and people there were saying the big one often shoots much higher, but it's just weather conditions and time of day and everything else. All right, Richard says he's around the corner.
Yeah, I'm just seeing him coming in now. I don't know which side they're going. They're going left or right? No, they're going right. So these were the first. These were the first intercity double-decker air-conditioned trains. They started their career up through the Blue Mountains and going up to the Three Sisters. And the way things are, they are actually going to be finishing their. They're going to actually be finishing their what do you call it? Their careers up there, because the Blue Mountains line is the last line to actually operate the V-sets. This one's obviously starting to show a rage and it's been cracked. A lot of them have actually been scrapped. I don't know how many of these are going to be salvaged. I was hoping to go for another ride on it. I might end up going for a ride on Wednesday if I get everything packed by then. I might go up to Lithgow on Wednesday, but not guaranteed. Now, I know the guys up at Lithgow, on the Lithgow line, they don't like it. They don't like the new trains. And, yeah. It'd be sad to see them go. I actually find these a lot more comfortable. I haven't been on the new ones yet, but, yeah, it's, well, as I say, an end of an era. Actually, I think, you was on one of these when we went from Parramatta, Anthony. You, me, and Joyce when we were coming home from Parramatta.
Yeah.
Yeah, you was on the V set. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm glad you actually got the opportunity. Richard is around here somewhere. I'll get some photos of it later. I mean, he'll be here for another good 2 hours. I don't know if she's going into the yard or not. Let me just try to find a spot. As you can see, there's a lot of rail fanners on here. There he is. Quick, let's hide. Hang on, it's this out for a beer.
Well, the other game's up there. We're going for a beer, mate.
Which pub you going to? Oh, geez, yeah. Okay, all right, cool. All right, so what are they doing that taking in the yard?
Oh, I think it's playing for the yard, mate. Yeah.
Oh, bugger, we don't get a third look around.
All people from America and beyond.
Yeah.
Hey, Richard.
Yeah.
He's up the pub.
Yeah, I'll see you down the pub, so we can have our last drinks for the year. And as you can see, that's the interior. All nice and spec. It's not the original colours. They have been done up for the baggage racks and bikes and that. It's sad to see it go. I actually find them more comfortable than the ones that we've got now.
Double decker.
No, mine's well, because your bridges are still too low up there. Whoop. Oh, now what do I double check? Got it. Yeah. No, well, yeah. G'day, Steve. How are you, bud? Steve, I actually got. Let me go somewhere I can speak. I've actually got, I think, 3 sets of them. Yeah, 3 sets I have, of which I can make in to a standard forecast set like this. The peak, semi-peak service I used to run commonly as a 6-car service down here. And the train that replaced the South Coast Daylight was the 8-car service. But you can get these trains from my decision, but I recommend that you have a radius of more than 28 inches. Because I'm running on 24, which I recommend a minimum, and I'm struggling with it. Yes, they do look very buddish. It's only because it was actually made a comic in Sydney, in Granville, where they made the carriages for the Indian Pacific and the Indian Pacific, the XPT, the HST train that we've got running around still, and a lot of double deckers, the first phase double deckers were made. So yeah, it was made of stainless steel. Now the stainless steel for this was actually manufactured in Unanderra at ComSteel. If you guys remember when Anthony first co-hosted my stream back in February 17th, 3 years ago, I actually finished off at the old stainless steel factory where the actual steel for this train was actually manufactured. So it's all Australian made. Yeah, Bonds, well, it is beer o'clock. So this is what happens when you're leaving God's country, because beer o'clock turns up a lot earlier. Yeah, but beer o'clock turns up about an hour before you. You guys have just decided you want to go and be an hour behind. So she's going to go into the stables. There is a stabling yard down at the other end, but we're not going to go there because every time Dick, Harry, and his princess is going to be down the other end. Yeah. Thanks, Tammy. Warn them, why don't you? Don't forget, I've got to make it there yet. Hey, it depends where you go to Monsville. I mean, if you know the Republican, the guy that owns the pub, you can have the pub to yourself until you can't drink no more. I don't know if my old buddy still owns the pub at Wollongong, but I definitely will find out. Okay, where am I? Yeah, so yeah, big crowd in here. It's a shame that they didn't. I'm not going to keep the train here, but it is a busy line. We are going to have a passenger service coming in behind it, coming from Sydney, which will connect with a DMU service, a 2-car DMU service. That will be coming up on this platform here on platform 1.
Huntsville, I have a bar right over here with some good German beer in the refrigerator.
You better have them cold, but then again, you won't have to put it in the fridge. You won't have to put it in the fridge, will you, Anthony? Being so cold over there, because I've always thought.
I mean it's a nice, comfortable 70 degrees where I'm sitting right now, but the refrigerator's nice and cold over there.
Yeah. But I mean, you can just put it outside, or is it too cold?
Well, I put it outside. It's here. Outside, I would have to go outside in the cold to get it. Here, I can stay warm, open the refrigerator. The beer's cold, I'm warm. Perfect combination.
All right. Let's wander down to the pub, shall we? And let's have a beer with our mate, Jason.
A beer with
Actually,
Jason,
I'm I better take the steps. He's gone to one of the 2 existing pubs here in Kiama. There used to be 4, but now we're down to 2.
Yes, Randall, we understand. For legal reasons, you have to state that.
You don't have anything under your house.
Right. I mean,
yeah.
He has to be very clear about that.
Yeah.
Be very clear. There's nothing under his house.
Yeah. Wink, wink. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, wink. Wink, wink. Yeah. Understood, Randall. Yeah. It's like me. I don't have no Coke bottles. I don't have any Coke at home either.
If there are any bodies under the house, I know nothing about them.
So isn't you?
I mean, there's a lot of things under my house. I mean, first of all, there is a layer of thick, heavy-duty clay, which goes all the way down, and then you get to the main part of the Earth's mantle, and then there's the submantle and all the way down to the core of the Earth. But
g'day, Squirrel. Tim, how you going?
Ooh, copperheads. No, thank you.
So mine's well got a bar under his house. Well, so he'd be bugged when they end up getting flooded out. Because it floods up where he is. And
where we stayed, where Joyce and I stayed in Koblenz this year, there was a bar underneath our apartment. That wasn't good because 3 a.m. you had drunks yelling in the street.
Yeah. Oh, damn it. Yeah, well, that's right. A lot of those beers that we have overseas, a bit different to ours here. But I tell you what, Monswell, the German beer gives us, we'll be chasing ours. I have whiskey and bourbon in the cabinet. Yeah, I do too. I have a lot of Hollywood whiskey, which we'll have to make some when I'm over at your place so we can actually celebrate New Year at your place and your 300th live stream there, Anthony.
Indeed.
Except maybe a couple of years.
Right now, I'm focused on 298.
298, which is
this coming Friday, because it'll be Steamer Palooza. I've got everybody out here already, except for the Christmas train, which is under the Christmas tree. But I bought a bunch of decorations and stuff to put on the train so we can have a more festive bit. I'm doing some maximum attempts at making it more Christmassy. Unfortunately, I did take out all my snow-covered trees.
Okay. Yeah, hey, hang on a minute. It's your birthday this week too.
Yep, it'll be my birthday this Friday.
Yeah, it's gonna be your birthday on Friday.
And Kyan's
Sorry, buddy,
birthday
I
on
didn't get you
Saturday.
any. Sorry, buddy, I didn't get you anything. You're gonna have to just get a belated birthday present having me at your present.
Does it come with the gift receipt? No, I'm sorry.
With a gift certificate? No, sorry, buddy.
Gift receipt, so I can return the gift if necessary.
Return the sender? No, mate. No. Sorry. You're stuck with it.
Oh no, I'm not. I've got shovels.
We all have shovels.
I'm not stuck
You're
with
on
anything.
one, okay, you're lucky.
Go south. Joyce and I have shovels, and some of you may have seen the video of Joyce with her aluminum baseball bat.
Yeah, I better bring her a proper one that's going to hurt more than that, but that's not going to leave dents.
Yeah, you just behave yourself here or sleep very lightly.
It's okay. I'll sleep with I'll sleep like a rabbit. Let's put it that way. I'll sleep like a rabbit. And if anyone's owned a rabbit, they know what I mean.
You'll sleep like a rabbit, or you'll be sleeping with the fishes.
Yeah. Isn't Lake Michigan or Lake is frozen up yet?
Well, we're on Lake Erie, so.
Lake Erie, yeah.
Lake Michigan is where Chicago is, and there's plenty of bodies at the bottom of that lake. And then Lake Erie with all the shipwrecks.
So you filled that one up already, have you, Anthony? You filled that one up already?
Not me.
Yeah.
Although I'm sure a couple of the bodies are that are in Lake Michigan are deposited by the man I'm named after.
Probably, yeah. So actually, okay. So here I'm looking above the station. Yeah, the roofs have been redone. Again thankfully with Australian products. That's all made locally. The Colorbond steel, which is made out of local steelworks.
Legends on from the Chippewa down of the big lake, they go get your gourmet.
There you can see.
Superior.
You have a lot of Norfolk pine around here as well. Again, this was all planted in during the first settlement. They are not native to this country. They're actually been planted. So the tall ships would actually have spare masts in case one broke in down at the Southern Sea on the way over. At the Grand Hotel, right, Richard, I'm going to start working my way down to there without falling over. I'm just trying to catch up with the chat here. I'm sure you can return it. No, you can't return it when he's got no receipt. He's got to return. You can only return it when he's got a receipt, Steve. No receipt, no returns. Sorry, no refunds. All right. He's at the Grand Hotel. Yeah, so the weather's been actually quite nice. As you see, here's another big Norfolk pine. And down here, there's a lot of them scattered down in here. Because there was down at Kiama Harbour, which I'll come to another time. Oh, here's another one, the Switcher one. G'day, buddy. Welcome. Yes. Yes, there is. Yeah, you got that one. That's a Moreton Bay fig. Let me just go and show you. Moreton Bay fig. Gonna be hard to see. But the tallest tree, I had my finger on there. That big arched one, the big arched dome there, that's a Moreton Bay fig. They too are common around here, and they are a protected tree. Up on top of the hill, in the distance, up over here, up there is where I took Anthony Joyce up to Saddleback. There's Moon Bay figs up there. There's
Good
a
night,
few.
Chris. Good night, Chris.
Good night, Chris. I see you on Andy's stream tonight, hey? Or in the morning. Ooh, new developing that in the corner there. There used to be a lot of rural what do you call it? Stores. You know, where you used to be able to buy your seeds and your hay and whatnot. There used to be where this high rise is here. Kiama Beach is straight ahead of us. And at that roundabout where the palm tree is in the middle, that is actually the original. If you go left or right, that's the original path of Highway 1. Highway 1 is the biggest highway, not the biggest, or the longest highway in Australia. It starts at the far north Queensland and it follows the coast right around to West Australia, top end of West Australia. So if anybody's got a spare, say 12 months, it'll be a good trip to go around and follow Highway 1. That's something I might actually look into doing one day in the future. Ooh, check this out. Richard, where are you, buddy? Look at this. Now, here comes a bus from my old school days. One of the original founding bus companies, John J. Hill. There's a competition between him and Ruddy's Bus Services, which was down in Victory or Unanderra, where I grew up. They brought the double deckers down here. John J. Hill was the third oldest bus company. Second oldest was Ruddy's, and the oldest one is actually Dion's Bus Service, which was owned and operated by Chinese brothers that came from China. They actually had the original Route 1 in Australia or in New South Wales for the transport network. Sadly, what's all been renumbered. Now, that guy, there's a lot of stories about old Dion's Bus Service where he never ran to the timetable. It was a scheduled service, but it was always late.
Terrible.
He was getting fined for being late. He would stop at seeing people running for the buses. He'd actually stop and pick them up. If they had no money, he would give them a free ride. But when he ended up getting fined for running late, he never paid his fines. He turned around and said, "Well, I'm a bus service. I'm providing a service for the people, and I will give the residents, my people, a service." And that's what he did. If you used to work in the steelworks, then you went to work with him on his bus in the morning. And on the way home, if he didn't see you on his bus, he'd sit there and wait. It was actually one of the workers on the bus that would actually tell him that you work an extra shift that he can go. That's how old one of the Dions, the old Dions, used to be. Himbiatu is called here. Yeah. Well, now that we've got the Kiama bypass, which is cutting, which is just on the other side of the hill to my right. Oakwood said it's going to kill the township, but this township's not going to die because it's a tourist getaway. There's a lot of people coming down on the weekends from Sydney or from up the coast. But a lot of them come down from Sydney. There's a lot of people that come from overseas as well, tourists that come down to this region. some of the locals will bring international and interstate visitors down here, like how I did with Anthony Joyce. Like I brought them down in here. I don't know where my buddy is. I don't know where they are.
We didn't go through there. We went straight to the blowholes.
What's that, Anthony?
So we didn't go through there. We just went straight to the blowholes.
Yeah, well, the blowhole is. Yeah, well, I didn't take you down here. I mean, we did go down this way because this way we took you down to the little blowhole, which is down that way.
Okay.
Now,
I remember driving the scenic route.
still got one of the old Uniting churches here. The building itself is still original, even though it's been modernised to the side of it and repainted. Thai massage, anybody? I tell you what, the Thais give you one of the best massages. Actually, I could do one before I go. Then you got the one of the old regional banks on the right.
Steve's not even drinking and he's getting impatient for you to get to the pub.
Who's that?
Steve, damn, how far is this pub?
The pub was up on the corner. The pub was on the corner, but there's too many people down there. I don't want to. It'll be hard. I couldn't find my headphones.
Richard's waiting for you, dude.
It's all right. I'll get there. I'll get to him in a minute because we're going to finish the stream here shortly. So we've got a couple of the old banks there. The old courthouse is down the bottom, down the end of the street. Where the roundabout is down to the bottom there, you turn right and that will take you up to the big blowhole. Now, the Pafadi pastries here, the people that own that pastry shop, they're actually neighbours of a good friend of mine. I don't know if anybody's seen that little miniature shrunken combi, pink combi that I had on photos every now and then. They're actually the owners of that. Party hard. Well, I'm not going to be partying hard. I'm only going to have one beer because I had to drive down here. And Richard's got to behave himself too because he can only have 2 beers because he sort of like was running late and missed the train up to Sydney. So they had to drive all the way to Loftus up to Sutherland and catch the V set down. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy a nice party when I'm over there in the US at the end of the week. Tammy and Ray's, I'll start it there and then work my way over to Anthony and Joyce's. I'm going to be there for New Year, hopefully. Well, God willing, if everything goes nicely, that's what the plan is.
Coincidentally, our house is for sale. We're looking to sell within the next 10 days.
You're leaving town. Well, I can tell you where you can buy some good houses at good property prices and it never snows.
Nope. See, you lost me right there. If it doesn't snow at Christmas time, I'm not living there.
Well, you can travel. You can always go to where the snow is.
Can't always travel.
Yeah, but it's only a 3-hour drive.
No.
We've
my
had
front yard. I want to be shoveling it and staring at my Christmas decorations in snow.
Oh, well, I can always get you a snow, mate. You make a machine and put it on your front lawn. You'll be the only house on the street that's got a snow machine.
Nope, no deal. You guys don't get snow well, it's your summer there. Christmas is in your summer.
Yeah. No, Steve, they are actually up here. I know Richard, he likes his beer and he won't travel too far or walk too far for his beer. So he'll be definitely there. See? Oh, yeah, there he is. There he's waving to us. See?
Yeah,
I
he's like,
believe.
come on, man.
Come on, man. I'm buying you a beer. I bet you that's what he wants. Yeah. Are you shouting, are you? Oh, I'm going to have a Great Northern.
Great Northern, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be finishing off in 4 minutes. Okay, cool. You see, I told you it wouldn't be too far away from the pub. See, he lives by the pub. He knows where every pub is. I'm a truck driver. I know where every pub and every brothel is. So I want up a better than him. Oh, I shouldn't have said that one. One picture's to be. Okay, Jason, you want to come? Quick, mate, you can get here. You can join me going home on Thursday. You can come and join me on Thursday when I go home. You'll make it. Okay, Andy, yeah, you will have a good night. See you tonight at your stream. I am actually going to be calling it quits here too because I am getting thirsty.
Good night, Andy. Hopefully
So
I'll
the
make
beer
it in
is
the
hot.
morning, but it's not guaranteed.
What's that, Anthony?
I was telling Andy good night. Hopefully I'll make his stream in the morning. It's not guaranteed. I think I missed it. No, I did make it last week.
Yeah.
I wound up being awake earlier. I stayed up late and was awake early.
Right.
And then, but I don't know what's going to be happening in the morning. Tomorrow's going to be a very hectic day.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. Again, condolences to you, Joyce, and the family. I'm so sorry to hear that. And on that note, people, if you do have a problem, reach out to a buddy, have a talk. There are some of us that will listen. Don't go down that path. I mean, yeah, that's all I'm going to say for that. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the last stream in Australia for 2025. Later in the week, who knows where I will be? Yes, I've got a ticket to go to the US, but will I make it? Who knows? You'll have to tune in next weekend to see if I made it. Until then, everybody take care, have fun, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys then, hey?
Alrighty. Good night, everybody. See
Good
you.
night, Coach. Bye.
Bye-bye.